Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 17. Hey, we're back here on the old farm, and we had to stop off to the, what did that say? Manal? It's the gas station here in town. Had to top off the old, what do you call this thing? Telehandler. Yeah, that's it, with the robot on it. So basically, we have been working on chiseling out the fields. Go to the map here and show you. I have already done this area up here. We got the timber cleared here. We got the timber cleared over here, and I think down here. Yeah, we did do the timber down here. So basically, we are chiseling out what we want these fields to be. The final. This is going to be the final expansion of all the fields here. So already done this up here. This needs to be plowed together. I've got the main plow still parked over here in the field. Hasn't been touched in a while. I think maybe in the last episode. No? Might have been the episode before last. Can't remember. It's been a while since we touched it. But it's still parked over here because we need to plow these together. And then I guess I'll just work my way this way with the final plowing. But right now, we finished this up here. Like I said, I think I want to head down here to 17 and 18 and make sure that these are the perimeters. I'm working on just the perimeters. See, I just got just the perimeter here, and then I'll come back with the big plow and plow that out. So that's what I'm doing. I want to work on the perimeters. So let's head down to 17 and 18 here. Very, very early here in the old farm. It's very, very early here in real life. Let's see now. Is this the road I need to take? I think it is. Yeah, this is it. So basically, we've got plenty of room down here. And I think we could do this as grass or something else. We could always do this something else. Question is, do I want to chisel up this whole road? Because I do have this shed here. It's an old shed. It's really kind of run down. Got a run down tractor here. Wow, you can't even really park anything in that door right there because it's all run down. I'm gonna say we're not even gonna use this for storage. We could probably put some bales or something in it maybe at some point. It's got weeds growing up in it, and the walls are starting to kind of crumble and stuff. So we'll just say that this is a condemned building. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and chisel all the land up around here. I'll leave this little area out in front. But everything else, I think with the weeds and everything, all that's going to go. So let's see now. We need to turn on create field. We need to lower our plowshares. Got them lowered. Turn this on. And lower that. So we're going to take these weeds out here. Okay. So basically just going to get up and kind of establish the perimeter here. Try to get it even. Mainly want to get these weeds out of here. It's really a biggie. Ooh. So yeah, been working on trees. I got another really big project to finish. The trees down there around 82, 81, all the way up to the sawmill. And then we'll get that plowed out at some point too. Yeah, that's not quite completely straight, but it's close enough. Yeah. We'll have a little hangover here. Get this chiseled out, go ahead and cross the road. Oh, it's got one of them textures there. I may have to come back with a roller and fix that. So yeah, I'm going to come back with a roller and probably take a little bit of that off. A little bit of that edge there off. So yeah, I've been working on I have been working on Thunder Valley, but I have especially been working on Lone Oak. They finally released Lone Oak, and I've been spending a ton of off time working on that map. We're doing seasons on it, and been having a really fun time doing that. Chisel this out here. Get these weeds. These weeds are, I'm telling you, they're taking over. But yeah, I've been doing seasons over there, and it is definitely more of a challenge than just not doing seasons. Money is harder to come by, I'm discovering. You really have to watch your spending habits, which with me, you know, is always a hard thing to do. Let's see, I don't need to do all of this. I just need to, I can come back and get this with the big plow. I'm getting kind of carried away here. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of work for the farmers. There's not, with what we own, autosave, with what we own, the fields that we own, there's not a lot of timber around the current fields that we own, but I'm hoping to change that soon. And I've been recording a lot over there. I've got a surplus of episodes, so I think starting this week, I should have some double episodes coming out if I can get them edited in time. I've got a lot to do this weekend, and don't know. I'm hoping I can get them. I think I just need to sit down and have an edit-a-thon. Is that a thing? An edit-thon, maybe? Maybe that's how you say it. Edit-thon. Where I just sit down and do nothing but editing. But I need to record this episode and the next episode for Old Farm, for them to come out this coming week. Normally I like to stay about 2 weeks ahead, but for Old Farm and I think for Thunder Valley, those are going to be pretty live. They're not live, but you know, they're going to come out this coming week. And I've been kind of rushing it there a little bit because I've been editing the day before and then uploading that night, and it's kind of getting tight on time. So let's see now. I need to go. What I need to do is take this edge, kind of curve it out here. Get rid of these weeds, some of them. There we go. Yeah, this field goes way out there, so I can actually go over a little further. Guess I'll leave the weeds around the riverbank here. Alright. I think that connects up there pretty even, almost. And it kind of curves around this way. Most of this I can cultivate out. I think some of these weeds I'll have to leave, I think. I could get rid of them, but I don't think I'm just going to mess with them just right now. I might get rid of them later. Okay, now this field, I can get rid of some of this. See the textures I'm looking at, guys? This is what I'm looking at here. I want to combine the fields and try to get some of these textures kind of lined up here. You can see where the planted grass is and where the planted grass is not, but yet it's still grass. That we can take out with a cultivator or, you know, just our plow later. You can really tell the difference right there kind of in front of us. See, this has a darker shade, and this over here by the house has a lighter shade. This is the planted grass. You can actually hear the plow sound going on, which is really cool. Alright, so the center part of this field that needs to be plowed out, I will take care of with the big plow. Right now, like I said, I'm just trying to establish the perimeter here. This field is good. Now over here, I wish I could take out these hedges, but these are not removable. You can't plow these hedges down, so whatever I do here, I'm going to have to work around them. I'm thinking kind of where this point is. Maybe just go straight across. I may come in and roll some of that around that hedge over here. So let me get lined up a little better here. Just drop it and go straight through here. Just coming straight across. And I may come back and roll, like I said, some of this around that hedge there. I don't know, I could curve it back this way. But if I'm going to be planting in here, I'm going to want to roll some of that anyway because it's going to be tight. So yeah, I may just make the field like right here. Come back with the roller and roll some of that edge there. Roll some of that beautiful bean footage. Oh, did you guys hear that Duke died from Bush's Baked Beans? The dog, you know, Duke? Very, very sad. Been watching Duke for, gosh, when did that start? When did Bush's Baked Beans you start using Duke? Back in the day. I think since the 90s, haven't they? Or has it been that long? Maybe it's been since the early 2Ks. Or the early 2000s. How do you guys say it? 2Ks or 2000s? I've always kind of said 2Ks just because it's one syllable less. You can get it out quicker. 2Ks, 2000s, 2Ks, 2000s. I've always said 2Ks. But yeah, very sad that Duke died. Alright, so we've got this field pretty much chiseled out, and like I said, we'll come back and plow it out with the big plow. Let's turn this off and raise that up so we don't plow anything we don't want to. We're going to head over to field 11 and 10 now and get that chiseled around. Get that tilled out around the edges there. Ooh, I can beat him. I can beat him. I can beat him. I can beat him. Cut you off. Alright, now I thought about expanding this over here. There's plenty of room with this field with 2 and 6. I could come out and come over. But I don't know. I may leave it. It kind of seems like a good staging area to bring all the equipment and park it before I get started on a harvest. That's what I've been using it as for. That way I can stage it over here and work on not only just those, but 10 and 11 over here. Ooh, I got some air right there. Alright, so you guys can see where the planted grass texture is here in this field, and where this strip goes down that way. I'm basically going to chisel this out. I didn't cut these trees mainly because they sit on this hill here and it's kind of sharp down there, kind of steep, so I think I'm just going to leave those. Alright, let's turn that back on. We'll put our plowshares back down. And we're already lined up here pretty good. And that's pretty much it. We'll take out a little extra there. Very, very sad about Toys R Us closing too. I'll always be a Toys R Us kid. Really, I'm probably more of a Walmart kid because that's where we went more. We didn't have a Toys R Us close by. But we did get to go sometimes. When we would go, you know, quote, air quote, to the big city. We would go to Toys R Us sometimes, not all the time. And it was a very, very rare thing. But that was back in the day when they had, oh gosh, Transformers and, you know, Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters and Mask and all that cool stuff. Legos were really pretty. They didn't have like all the Technic sets and stuff like that. It was pretty much just the regular Legos, the original OG type Legos. But yeah, very sad. Sad to see it go. And they had all kinds of really rare stuff too that you couldn't find in every store. Alright, so I think I'm just going to curve this around. I don't think I'm going to expand it out anymore. This also is a good place to like park trucks and stuff, so I think I'm just going to go kind of straight with it here. If I can get straight here and not get over too much. So just basically come up the hill here, and you see that where the field starts over there, kind of curve it around and connect it over here. Ooh, whoa. There's a little bit of a bump there, fellas. I'll have to raise that up a little bit or something. Let me tilt it down there. There we go. That was something. Alright, so basically just curve this around. Try to get it lined up here. With this here field. There we go. Just like that. And take off one more little edge of that. It doesn't take long to do this. It doesn't take long to chisel out the perimeters. Especially if you know what you want to do kind of beforehand. You really need to kind of do some planning, especially if the ground is uneven or anything. And then you can bring the big plow in and plow out the majority of the middle stuff in the middle. And whatever you miss, you can come back and hit with this thing again. Saves a lot of time. Alright. Where else around this field? I think down here we need to go. What's really going to be fun is those fields down in the south. Those are going to be a ton of fun. Yeah, this one's harder to see here. I think it's over here. Yeah, I see it kind of flares in here. Has a little angle in there. But I want to connect these. The ground, it looks not too bad. It doesn't look that bad. I can come through here and connect it right here, I think. Yeah, I think I can come straight through here. These trees are not really in the way. Just trying to make sure there wasn't any bumps. A bump can make all the difference in the world. Alright, let's see. Put that down. It's harder to see here for some reason. Let me turn my lights on bright. Maybe that, ooh yeah, that does help a lot. Let's do that. Alright, if basically I want to connect it up here. So we'll curve a little bit and get right in there. There we go. Yep, that looks pretty good. Alright. And drop this down. The best part about this is you can do it backwards too while you're going. Woo. Alright, so I can come back and get the rest of this with the big plow. Where else here? I know we've got to combine some more here. That up there is taken care of in the north. So we need to connect these two. I can see it now, right up there. And you can actually, did you know you can actually sell trees right here? Right where these two little border kind of walls are in the river are. You can sell trees right here. I did not know that. I found that out. So, like, I guess maybe if you don't have room to, if you're logging up here and you don't have room, you can dump them in right here. Alright, let's get this kind of connected. There we go. Got these connected. I'm going to take a little bit more off. Oh, one more autosave there. Yeah, it's about time to end the episode. Just about. We'll finish this field up, I think. I think we got enough time. Okay. And need to connect it right here. This actually... See, this field goes way over to the trees here. So I think I can take this and connect it to that somehow. Bring that down and maybe come out a little further with it. Like that, kind of curve it out here. Just kind of come over like this. And just like that, we've got our field coming along here. You have to be careful though with the lifting up and down there. Alright. Got this made. So we can come back and get that with the big plow. And we can cultivate all this up. Just follow the line around the field there. And that kind of comes around this way, and we need to connect this here. Kind of a big angle out there. Just curve this on around here. Right about where that grass line is, maybe. And there you go. We got a field. One big field. Take a little extra off this and then we'll call it a episode here. Like I said, I think I'm going to go around and do all the fields. Get all their perimeters set. The only one I can't do is where we're still logging at. And that's right down there, like I said, by 81 and 82. Still got a lot of logging to do down there. Alright guys, we'll shut that off and we got all this made. I need to go over to this field next and do it. Maybe we'll pick that up in the next episode and get our perimeter set over there, and then we'll head on down south, maybe around 80, 79, all that down there, and we'll get it done. Alright guys, until next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We will see you guys later.